Cool. The final top story of the week, the number one top story is I got scammed out of 1.4 BTC. This is from Lightning Struck, Lightning Territory, 45 comments, 1,600, 400,000 sats. Keyan. What is this?
Wow.
1,600, 400. Sorry.
Wait, is that not how I say it?
Oh, 16,400. I think you made a you misstated it.
Well, then go right ahead.
Yeah.
Clean it up. Clean it up.
We'll clean it up in post. So Lightning Struck, they were running a node too, and I think they were saying they were running it profitably, like they were doing pretty good, or maybe it was their old node. But anyway, the most recent node that they were running, they were making money by facilitating a lot of swaps and selling liquidity on Amboss. I guess what happened was they ran into a bug when they were trying to do something on Amboss, and so they went into the Amboss Telegram group and reached out about help. Shortly after they did that, they got a DM from someone on Telegram named Jesse, who sent them a message claiming that they were Amboss's Jesse and were there to help. And then the other admins from the Telegram chat started DMing them and telling them that Jesse would help them. So they listened to the Jesse that was DMing them and eventually ended up putting their seed phrase to their backing their LND node into a website online that the Jesse they were chatting to told them to put it into. And then, I guess over the course of a few days, their LND wallet got drained of their LND hot wallet. The on-chain funds I think they had sitting, waiting to be deployed, perhaps got taken by these Telegram scammers. So the Jesse they were talking to in DMs was not actually Jesse Jestifer, one of the co-founders of Amboss. It was a scammer posing as Jesse. And then the other people that were DMing them, Anthony AP would be Anthony, who's another founder of Telegram. Was probably from the same scammer running another account. And they said throughout the entire process they were getting, kind of lots of yellow, orange flags, and quite a few of them were red flags, but they maybe weren't. For some reason, their alarm bells weren't going off. They just kind of kept proceeding and kind of, thinking they were talking to the real Jesse. They kind of really bought into it. But in total, they ended up losing 1.4 Bitcoin, and but they said they quickly realized once they saw that their wallet was empty that this was happening, and they very cautiously closed all the channels to the node, shut it down, and moved the funds as fast as possible before the scammers could move them to a wallet in their control. What else did he say in here? I think he said that in the past he had a node that he had also lost Bitcoin on, not for a scam, but just because he had a hardware failure and didn't know enough to recover it. But he said that since he shut down this node, he's gone back and recovered that old node, and in recovering that old node, he discovered some Bitcoin that was locked up on that node.
Gosh, man, what a lie. I said the silver lining to it all is in doing research around LND and recovery, I thought of the old node that I had. Yeah, that sucks. What did everybody say? What's the top comment from Mega Dreamer? Mega Dreamer says, "So sorry for your loss. Hope there was a lifelong learning from this incident."
Nothing good ever happens on Telegram.
That's why I don't use it. That's why I'm not on it.
I'm kind of afraid to open it. I haven't opened it in a long time.
Yeah.
I get a lot of DMs from people saying hi, hello.
Well, yeah. I remember when I first started using Telegram in 2020, 2021. And then once somebody impersonated me in 21, remember Keyan? When somebody, remember that? Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, in 21, 22, somebody was impersonating me. And then once that happened to me, and then once I saw how it really affected my life, I never used it again. I was like, never going to use Telegram. And since then, I never used it. That's why I'm like a big proponent of not using Telegram. I would not get back on it.
Yeah,
because it's not worth it's not worth it. It's just not. And so whenever I see like, I mean, no, I'm not throwing any shade at anybody or any company or anything that uses Telegram, but whenever I see that, that's just a yellow flag for me every time. I'm just like, why would you use Telegram for your company's thing? Why not use something else? It's just there's other ways. Like there's a service support chat thing that you can buy. I think Zaprat uses service support for their thing. Like there's so many other ways of going about this.
I think there are trade-offs here, and that's why a lot of these people use Telegram for customer support. And it's like, what makes it easy for scammers? It also what makes it easy for genuine customers to use. It's a very easy to use chat app that doesn't have many requirements for signing up, and a lot of people are already on it. It has a network effect.
Yeah, but if you're running a service to your customers, though, and this is not me throwing shade or anybody who uses this. This is not. I'm just telling you from like a business perspective, because I used to work in like support for a website company, and so we ran a support chat thing, and so I remember we would have to go through the chat. We would get spammers in there too, but we were controlling the other side of that. So that's all I would say is like if you're taking your support seriously, you'd use a normal chat app. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think that's good advice. I think, having something a little more dedicated for.
I mean, all those fintech companies use them.
Yeah, maybe it's time to step up. Bitcoin, time to step up.
Yeah, it's time to step up.
Yeah.
It's just sad to see 1.4 BTC.
Yeah, go to a scammer.
Yeah.
For a social engineering attack.
Yeah.
It was good of this person to share the story. It's good.
Yeah, for sure.
Good for people to.
Yeah, for sure.
Be reminded, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always the good ones that get scammed.
Right.
But then they can communicate the scam at least.
Yeah.